After we talk about car insurance premiums, they are soaring. The increase being blamed on insurers who operate what are termed sharp practices, paying out compensation for whiplash too easily. Joining me now from Bury St Edmunds is the head of claims and underwriting for insurance company AXA. That's David Williams. David, what is the state of the market? What is the reality as you see it?
Well, we're really pleased to see the recommendations of the report because it's highlighting issues that we've been talking about for a very long time. So there's a huge problem with whiplash claims. Whilst road accidents are down 16%, whiplash claims are up 32%. There's a problem with referral fees, claims farming, legal costs, and all this needs to be focused because insurance spreads the costs. So the more bodily injury claims from motor insurance policies increase, the more the man in the street is going to have to pay for his motor premium.
Yeah, and that is even though the accident rate is going down.
Yeah, absolutely. We study very carefully the numbers, and our view is that there's just too much inducement for, first of all, people to encourage people to claim. You can earn £800 by passing on somebody's details if they've been involved in an accident, virtually regardless of whether or not they have any injury. And then with regard to whiplash, it's very difficult to establish whether or not somebody has suffered an injury. Jack Straw, for instance, described it not so much an injury as a profitable fabrication of the human mind. And we need to get to a situation in the UK where, perhaps like in France, you've only got a whiplash injury if you can actually show some physical evidence, or maybe like in Germany, where the legal position is if you're involved in a road accident, which is less than 10 kilometres an hour, then you're deemed not to be able to suffer whiplash. Over here, if you say you've got a bit of a stiff neck, somebody will sign you a medical certificate, and there's a whole industry waiting to earn off of the accident.
See, that's very interesting what you raised there, and you also talk about Germany and France, because I'm now learning today that personal injury claims are significantly lower in Scotland because those claim management companies aren't allowed to operate there. Do you think that the government should consider that for England and Wales and Northern Ireland, for instance?
Absolutely. My personal view is that they add no value whatsoever to the process. They advertise heavily on the television. That clearly costs a lot of money. As I say, £800 as a referral fee seems to me to be a shocking amount to represent as marketing. If you're a solicitor and you're dealing with a simple motor claim through the MOJ portal, which is a simple IT-based platform, you will earn £1,200 as a fixed fee. Of that, you will probably pay £800 to somebody else for getting that business. Now, that seems a ridiculous proportion. Yeah. Now, if we can outlaw referral fees, if we can do away with some of these bad practices, then by removing that £800, we can reduce the fixed fee. Solicitors will be able to earn as much or maybe even more, and we'll have a much more efficient process, but also costs will be reduced dramatically.
So is that where most of our increased premiums are going to? Because people will see, your name at the head of their renewal bill, and they'll think, oh, that's going into the pockets of the insurance companies. But it's sort of invisible. It's going out into the ether there with the legals and the claim companies.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, insurance companies generally haven't been making any money on motor insurance. As I say, what we try and do is spread the costs. So if the cost of claims increases, then that's going to put the cost of the pot is going to be increasing, therefore premiums will go up. I mean, we've made a stand at AXA by refusing to take referral fees. We hoped that other insurers will follow, but it's not just insurance companies. It is law firms, claims farmers, and that's why we want the government to continue with the plans that are currently in place to outlaw referral fees, reduce the amount of legal costs, and also have that focus on whiplash so that the threshold is raised, and if you've had a genuine injury, you do get a payment. But if you just fancy making some money and are prepared to lie, there's something that makes it less easy for you to say you've had a whiplash claim.
Yeah, very interesting, David. Thank you for stating the case for the defence there. He's the insurance man at AXA. He is David Williams. Thank you very much indeed.